Have you heard of the silver tsunami? Whether you have heard of it or not, guess what? It is coming. And this is what it is. This is for the first time ever, we're gonna have an increasing number of the population, which is basically the majority of the population becoming 65 and older. Yes, so what does that mean? That means this is the best time, this is the perfect time for you to get started with your non-medical home care business in the state of Maryland. So what I'm going to do in this video is share with you the step-by-step process to get started with your non-medical home care agency in Maryland. Let's bust up and stay tuned. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Denis, the home care agency startup and growth expert. The majority of my students right now are overworked, burned out, underappreciated, underpaid nurses and healthcare professionals. And when they come to me, they fed up with their day job. They ready to start their own profitable home care agency, and they come to me to help them do just that. That way they can have more life, more income, more freedom, and more flexibility. And my goal with this channel is to spread all over the world best practices about home care agency ownership, so that way you can avoid costly mistakes and gain the confidence that you need to become the home care boss that you desire to be. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you the step-by-step process to get started with your home care agency in Maryland. And while I'm doing that, I will share the journey of one of our students, Oyenike, who has recently gotten a license to operate as a non-medical home care agency in the state of Maryland. So the first thing you have to do, choose a name. Having an agency is like giving birth to a baby. Especially in Maryland, it is definitely giving birth to a baby. So once you give birth to your baby, you want to make sure you give the agency a name, right? And when you're choosing a name, you want to choose a good name, a name that is that reflects the vision that you have for your business. Don't name your business where you are now, but name your business where you're going in the future. Second step is the name verification. So what is the name verification? Once you choose a name, you want to make sure that you verify that your name that you choose, nobody else has that name or a similar name, okay? It may not be exact name, but if they have a similar name where there can be any confusion, you want to avoid that. Because if you choose a name that is similar to somebody else or somebody else has it, they have the right to take legal actions against you. And that's not what we're trying to do over here, right? We're trying to make more impact and get to the bag. So no, we're not trying to get into legal problem. So once you do that, so for example, in the case of our student, once they choose a name, our team at Homecare Bosses United, we come make the proper research and make sure the name is verified. Once the name is verified, now our student, they go into the third step where they choose the legal business structure that they want to go with. Most of our students usually go with an LLC, that stands for limited liability company. And then once they do that, next step is to register the business name and entity through the Maryland Secretary of State. After that is done, you're gonna get approved. Once you get approved for your registration with the Secretary of State, you should celebrate, because this is a major step that you have accomplished. Now it's time to get your employer identification number, for short known as EIN. This is a number that is given to you by the Internal Department of Revenue, and that way, that's kind of like the Social Security number for your business. That's how it's basically a way to identify your business. Once that is done, guess what? Now it's time to apply for your license. Yes, the time you've been waiting for. So before you can apply for your license, you want to make sure that you review the requirements for Maryland, right? So the good thing with Maryland, you can get started with your business from home, and there's no application fee to apply for your license in Maryland. The application fee is zero. Yes, zero. There's no application fee to apply for the state of Maryland. But also, one thing I want to warn you with the state of Maryland, this process between the time you submit your license to the time you get an answer can take really anywhere from 12 to 18 months, right? It can take less, but with our experience with our current student, it has been taking about 12 to 18 months in order to get a response and get an approval. So I wanted to make sure that you know that. I don't know if it's because they don't have a fee for the licensing, and maybe they don't have enough people working since we don't have to pay for the licensing. I don't know. But that's the time frame. Their time frame is a bit longer than expected. So in Maryland, they call Homecare Agency Residential Service Agency. And they have different levels. They have level 1, they have level 2, they have level 3. Level 1 and 2 are the non-medical level. Level 3 includes scale. So basically, if you have a level 1 agency, in that agency you can do like registered nurse supervision of service, but no medication management. If you have a level 2, you still need to have a registered nurse to supervise the aid, but now you can also do medication management. You can hire a medication technician to do medication management for your clients. Most of our students usually choose the level 2 RSA number 2. So that means as part of the requirements, if you're not a nurse, you don't have to be a nurse to be the owner, but you will either need a nurse, you will need a nurse if you're not a nurse to be that registered nurse that supervise the aid, because that is the role of the nurse. But before you submit your application, you have to compile policy and procedures, and they have a bunch of supporting documents that they require. So you want to make sure you get all of this together, and you want to make sure you do it right the first time, since Maryland takes so long to even give you an answer. So you want to make sure you do that. So once you apply and you submit the licensure, now they're going to take their own time to answer you. They may answer you as early as 9 months, but from what we've been seeing, it's taking about 12 to 18 months to get an answer. But once they answer you, if they need any correction, if they need any other supporting documents, they will let you know. But if everything is good, then at this point, they will approve you and give you a provisional license. Once they give you the provisional license, they give you 6 months to go out there and obtain 3 to 5 clients. And once you get your 3 to 5 clients, it is your job as the home care agency owner to notify the state and let them know, hey, you're ready for them to come and do a survey. So they will come and do a survey. They will check all of your policy procedures. They will check all of your employees' paperwork, all your clients' paperwork. They may even go to one of your clients' home and question them to make sure that they are receiving the proper care from you. Once they make that establishment and they decide that they are receiving the proper care from you, then now you will be granted your permanent license. And that is the same process that our student Oyenike was able to do. She chose a name for her business. She chose a business structure. She was able to register LLC. Then our team completed her EIN registration. We compiled all the policy and procedures that she needed, everything that she needed. We compiled her application and we submitted that application. Her application was approved and she was granted a provisional license so she can start working in the field. And within 3 to 6 months, the thing is to let them know we get the clients, and that way they come into a survey and provide her with a permanent license. So that is the process that you do in order to get started with your home care agency. And we have help at Home Care Bosses United. We have over 350 home care agencies get started and grow. And I know right now you'll be like, Sue, I need to do this. Okay, I heard you. I've been wanting to do this for the longest. I hear what you say, but I need help with implementation. I need to know more, right? So if that's your, like, I need to know, how do I really implement this and make my dream of having my home care agency a reality. How do I get clients? How do I get caregivers? How do I apply for the license and all of that? Guess what? I created an exclusive training and it's totally free just for you, so we can do a deeper dive into the process and I can show you what you can do to implement the information that I just shared with you so you can get your home care agency up and running. All you have to do, click on the description and find the link to register for my exclusive free training that will help you do just that. And as usual, if you got value, if you got any value from this video, I want you to make sure you like and subscribe so you can get notified when I put information. Because guess what? I'm on fire and I am on a mission to make sure that we spread best practices about home care agency ownership. And not only that, I'm on a mission to help you become the home care boss that you desire to be. Because guess what? When you become a home care boss, not only you benefit from that, your community is gonna grow, family is gonna get the care that we deserve. So it's gonna be a domino effect. So let's make that domino effect. So make sure you like and subscribe so you can get notified.